There was walking into the hospital, not knowing if she were alive. There was seeing her. There was her having her surgery on her artery, not knowing if she was going to have a stroke. There was the 48 hours before that where we had to monitor her to make sure that she could have had a stroke before surgery, and the stroke would have paralyzed her whole left side. You can't prepare for this. Raina woke me up around literally around 1:15 a.m., which is, I don't know if irony is the right word, is exactly when the accident happened. No, actually it's not irony, it's exactly when the accident happened, that she was tracking Hallie on the phone and it stopped moving.
So it was the last night of Firefly, and we left the festival, walked out, went back to the campsite, packed all of our stuff, put it in the car, and left to drive home.
My reaction was, relax, you're crazy. She's fine. Traffic, cell phone, gridlock, whatever it might be, we're fine. So I called 911, called another 911, like 3 or 4 911s in a row until I got to the right area where she could have been or actually was. And that's when they informed me that there was an accident and that there's an hour-and-a-half delay. And my response was, there's the explanation. There's an accident. She's stuck in traffic. Why would I think that she was the accident, right?
So the car turned this way, automatically, and then a third car came and hit me because I was in the back of the driver's side. So it was a 3-car accident.
And at 4 a.m. we had to drive from Ambler to Christiana, Delaware, frankly not knowing if she was alive.
I had a compound fracture of my right femur, and then my left clavicle broke, and then my right eye socket, cheekbone, nose, sinus cavity, and I had some issues with my jaw. And then I had several brain bleeds and damage to the frontal lobe of my brain, and then both my arteries were injured.
First time I saw her, I remember seeing her lying in the bed, and I was just I can't even describe what I saw. It was just scary and traumatizing for me.
The worst experience of your life. It's the parent's nightmare, right? Everybody always said that to us, that it's the parent's worst nightmare. I can say that, there's a piece of me and that I can't get back, if that makes sense. You can't get that back.
I was in the hospital for 34 days total, but these days in the ICU and the hospital and in rehabilitation eventually, all were just the time there was devoted to just healing physically and learning how to walk again and learning how to get dressed again and just learning all the basic things that we all kind of take for granted in our everyday life.
No one knew, and rightfully so. Does she speak? No, this is Hallie. This is the fire. This is this person that is going to live and survive and do her thing.
Know that there's no such thing as an accident. It's just events and time. You got to move on.
In a way, I think that, there's some semblance of reason to everything. So you have to just kind of not ever look back and think if I could change this, what would happen? But you have to just always look forward and focus on the positives rather than the negatives. And you have to really just learn and understand that life is really hard, and life hands you some really tough situations, but it's how you come out of those situations and what you have learned from those situations that just make you the type of person you are.